Documented creeps. Back in early 2002, a peculiar and unsettling series of events unfolded in my family's life. It was shortly after the birth of our daughter when my wife and I decided to move into a new house in the peaceful suburbs. I'll spare you the specific city's name. The house was relatively modern, nestled amidst similar homes with identical layouts. As we were still adapting to our new surroundings, one fateful night, we heard our baby's cries echo through the baby monitor. We had been engrossed in a movie in the living room, but we paused it immediately and rushed into the baby's room. Our tiny bundle of joy was demanding her bottle, and as my wife tended to her, I stood in the doorway, basking in the heartwarming scene. But this tranquil moment took an eerie turn when my wife, with a sudden gasp of fear, fixed her gaze on the window beside the crib. My smile turned into a grimace as I approached her, only to find her speechless, still staring outside. I followed her gaze and saw a woman, seemingly our age, standing on our lawn, peering directly into our bedroom window. Instantly, I shifted into protective mode. Without a second thought, I left the room, determined to confront this intruder. My wife's panicked shout pierced the air before I could open the front door. Oh my God, she ran away. In a flash, I flung the door open and stepped outside, scanning our surroundings. But the mysterious woman had vanished. Determined to ensure she was gone for good, I conducted a thorough sweep of our property's perimeter. Finding no trace of her, I returned inside to find my wife, still cradling our baby in our master bedroom. I reassured her, though we couldn't shake off the eerie feeling, repeatedly checking the windows to ensure the unwelcome visitor had truly departed. However, our relief was short-lived. The next night, as my wife took a shower and I held our baby in her room, I spotted the same woman once again, standing on our lawn, her gaze fixed on me and our baby. Time seemed to slow as I locked eyes with her. My wife, wrapped in a towel, hugged me from behind and inquired about the intruder. "She's back," I muttered. "The crazy woman is just standing there, looking at me." At this point, my wife's disquiet escalated, and she insisted we call the police. Though I contemplated calling them, I had an inexplicable urge to confront her again. So, I marched out of the room, heading straight for the front door, just a few steps away from the baby's room. Stepping outside, I found the woman still there. I took a few steps closer and issued a stern warning. "What the heck are you doing? Leave now, or I'm calling the cops. And if I see you here again, I'll dial them immediately." To my astonishment, the woman smiled, then unleashed a spine-chilling scream that pierced the night as if she were in excruciating pain. It was evident that this woman was deeply disturbed. She swiftly turned and fled, her bare feet pattering like a child's, her arms flailing. Back inside, my wife was already clutching the phone. We decided to call the police regardless. A pair of officers arrived shortly afterward, patrolling the neighborhood, but found no trace of the woman. They assured us they'd call if they spotted her. Disappointed and still unnerved, we took turns peering out of the windows before eventually succumbing to sleep. We assumed the woman had finally gotten the message. However, a month later, our nightmare resumed when, in the dead of night, I heard an unsettling noise, awakening me at 3:48 a.m. Listening intently, I heard giggling emanating from the baby monitor. Panic surged through me, propelling me out of bed and into my baby's room. To my bewilderment, there was nothing amiss. Our baby was peacefully asleep. My wife joined me, and I hesitated for a moment, wondering if it had been a mere nightmare. When my wife inquired about the disturbance, I hesitated before muttering, "Nothing. I thought I heard something." We both sighed in relief and returned to our bedroom. However, upon entering our room, my wife let out a blood-curdling scream and recoiled into me. I gasped, nearly losing my balance. For there, sitting cross-legged on our bed, was the woman. I retreated hastily, slamming the door shut. My wife, clutching our baby, raced outside, leaving me to close the front door. As I shut the door, I heard the bedroom door creak open from within. My wife and I, without our cell phones, urgently sought refuge at our neighbor's house. They promptly called the police, who arrived minutes later and entered our home. To our astonishment, the woman was still inside, sitting in the dim hallway, shrouded in darkness. Thanks for joining us on this spine-tingling journey at Documented Creeps. If you crave more eerie tales, real-life encounters, and mysteries that defy explanation, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe.